Back in the day, it was all about Nintendo Power. If you weren't reading Nintendo Power, then you may as well OD on Pixie Sticks, son, because your life wasn't worth living. Part of the allure of the magazine was its glimpses into strange and mysterious games you would probably never play. And boy, did they make these games look cool. With the colorful design and enthusiastic write-ups, basically anything that was in Nintendo Power looked awesome. Even stuff that you'd logically never have any interest in, Nintendo Power was able to imbue with this allure and leave you dying to play it. For example, Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. Now, what the hell is Fighting Golf? And why was Lee Trevino engaging in it? Is it like street fighting? Was Lee Trevino going to throw a fireball at Jack Nicklaus? Or just bash a 9-iron over his head? It was a truly fascinating concept. Whatever it was, the game was made by SNK, who would later be known for superb fighting games like Samurai Showdown and King of Fighters. So maybe this was like a weird, sports-infused stepchild of those games. Why was Lee Trevino never in King of Fighters anyway? Must have been a licensing thing. These mysteries would remain unsolved. Video games were expensive to buy, and rentals were a crapshoot, so I never got the chance to see just what Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf was all about.
Until today, I have here in my hands a copy of Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. And for the first time in my life, I'm going to play it. No instruction manual, no prep, I don't need it. This is Fighting Golf. Now let's make the greens run red with blood.
Alright, Fighting Golf. Time for some fighting and golf. Or Falf, as it's known among the professionals. That would be Lee Trevino golfing, probably about to fight. Alright, let's dig in. Okay, so we got a few modes here, it looks like. We got stroke play, Nassau game, and then it looks like practice.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Wow, 4 players, that's ambitious. No, just me. So it looks like we have 4 options here. We have Pretty Amy, Big Jumbo, whose name is really redundant, Super Mex, who is actually Lee Trevino himself, and noted PGA legend Miracle Chosuke. I guess Miracle Chosuke is like Gladstone Gander, and he gets really lucky and hits shots he shouldn't have made otherwise. Why would I ever play as anybody else then? I touched upon this a little before, but Super Mex is Lee Trevino's nickname. If you didn't know that, you'd probably be pretty confused as to why Lee Trevino wasn't in his own game. Interestingly enough, the wrestler Hernandez also goes by the nickname Super Mex. Maybe this was his favorite video game. Okay, so here we go, Fighting Golf. I guess we gotta get through the golf part first before we can start fighting, so let's do this. Wait, what? Okay, hold on a second, I don't... Okay, I think I got it figured out this time. Let me just, got this cursor thing here going on. I guess that's like the shot's direction, so okay, that makes sense, I think. And here's a picture of the course, I believe, and the green. Okay, I think we're good to go. I think this time we're gonna be all right. So let's just go ahead and do this. Oh, okay, got to select club. Well, I'm just gonna go with the one that they already had selected because who am I to second guess Lee Trevino? Okay, club selected. Let's go. What? Can I just hit the ball, please? I think I'm figuring out the controls now. Apparently you have to hit the A button twice per swing. One time controls the power, and the second time controls the direction. I thought it was just one, like one golf swing. Then you have the B button, which controls that little cursor thing, which sets the angle and the distance, and I don't know. If the controls for just swinging a golf club are this convoluted, I can only imagine how difficult the fighting controls must be. I mean, I have to admit, this is putting me in the mood to fight somebody. Give up? Well, works for me. Alright, can I fight now? No? Just another golf course? Well, can I at least vandalize a car or something? You know, I'm beginning to think that there's no fighting in this game. But that can't be right. This is fighting golf. Finally made it to putting, and there we go! Got it! Okay, must be time to fight now. No? Oh my god. And now I've upset Lee Trevino. Oh, great. Here's Lee Trevino walking on water, like Jesus Christ himself. Also, like Jesus, not fighting. Now look, this is probably a great golf game for its time, and I just suck at it. And that's fine. But if you think I'm spending precious moments of my life putting in the work to get good at the non-fighting portions of Lee Trevino's fighting golf, then buddy, in the immortal words of Judas Priest, you've got another thing coming. I could be using that time doing something more worthwhile, like watching that episode of X-Files about the little guy who crawls up people's butts. Well, there appears to be no violence in stroke play, so let's go ahead and try Nassau game and see if we can finally get a brawl going here. Okay, I'm gonna do what I probably should have done in the first place and go with the man, Miracle Chosuke. Second player? Huh, that's interesting. I guess maybe that's the person I'm gonna be fighting. Let's go with Big Jumbo then, since I don't want to punch Pretty Amy in the face. You know, I expected a lot more fighting and a lot less golf in my fighting golf. I promise you this, if there were ever a video game called Joey Marsilio's Fighting Golf, you'd be bludgeoning somebody with a wood in seconds from starting it. I won, I guess? Or we just both lost, but my XXX.X score was good enough to sort of win by default? Is this the fighting? Okay, you know, I think I've had enough. I don't know where the fighting in this fighting golf is, but I haven't seen it. But I've still got all this bloodlust that needs to be slaked. So let's fire up a real fighting game. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
How the hell can I make my teammates better by practicing?